Once upon a time, in a small town by the sea, there lived a man named Marcus. Marcus was not rich or famous, but he had something many people wanted: good relationships. His friendships were strong, his family trusted him, and even strangers seemed to like him. People often asked him how he did it. Marcus would smile and say, "I learned from the Stoics." Marcus had not always been this way. Years ago, he was quick to anger, easily hurt by others, and often lonely. One day, while walking along the shore, he found an old book washed up on the sand. It was a collection of letters by Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher. At first, Marcus did not understand much of it, but he kept reading. Slowly, the wisdom of the Stoics began to change how he saw the world, and how he saw other people. The first lesson Marcus learned was about control. The Stoics taught him that he could not control what others said or did, but he could control his own thoughts and actions. Before, if someone insulted him, Marcus would shout back or hold a grudge. But now, he asked himself, does this person's opinion define me? Can I choose not to be upset? He realized that by focusing on his own behavior, he could avoid unnecessary fights. One day, a neighbor spread false rumors about him. Instead of confronting the neighbor in anger, Marcus remained calm. He knew the truth, and that was enough. Over time, the neighbor, seeing Marcus' patience, felt ashamed and apologized. The second lesson was about empathy. The Stoics believed that all humans share the same nature. We all want happiness and avoid suffering. Marcus began to ask himself, why is this person acting this way? What pain might they be carrying? He remembered a time when a friend canceled plans at the last minute. Old Marcus would have been angry, but the new Marcus paused and thought, maybe something is wrong. He called his friend and learned that his friend's father was sick. Because Marcus showed kindness, their friendship grew stronger. The third lesson was about acceptance. The Stoics said that people are imperfect, and expecting perfection leads to disappointment. Marcus used to demand that his family always act the way he wanted. But when he accepted that they had their own flaws, just as he did, he became more patient. His younger brother often forgot promises. Instead of scolding him, Marcus gently reminded him or helped him remember. Over time, his brother started to improve, not out of fear, but out of respect. The fourth lesson was about gratitude. Seneca wrote that we should appreciate the people in our lives while they are still here. Marcus began to tell his loved ones how much they meant to him, not just in big moments, but in small ones too. He thanked his mother for her cooking, his friends for their time, and even strangers for small kindnesses. People noticed this, and they began to treat him with the same warmth. The fifth lesson was about forgiveness. The Stoics taught that holding on to anger harms the person who holds it, not the one who caused it. Marcus had an old friend who betrayed him years ago. For a long time he avoided this friend, but the anger weighed on him. One day, he decided to let it go. He met his friend and said, "I don't want to live with this pain anymore. I forgive you." His friend, moved by this, admitted his mistake and asked for a second chance. Their friendship was never the same as before, but Marcus felt free. The final lesson was about presence. The Stoics believe that the only moment we truly have is now. Marcus used to be distracted in conversations, thinking about his problems or what to say next. But he learned to listen fully, to be there with the person in front of him. His loved ones noticed this change. They felt heard, valued, and in return, they gave him their full attention too. Years passed, and Marcus became known as a man of wisdom. People came to him for advice, not because he was perfect, but because he had learned how to build better relationships, one Stoic principle at a time. He still read Seneca's letters, reminding himself that growth never ends. And so, the story of Marcus teaches us that good relationships are not about changing others, but about changing ourselves. By focusing on what we control, practicing empathy, accepting imperfection, showing gratitude, forgiving, and being present, we create bonds that last. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago, and their wisdom still holds true today. If you want better relationships, start with yourself. Be the friend, the family member, the partner you wish to have. And in time, you will find that the world reflects the kindness you give. This is the way of the Stoics. This is the way of a life well lived.